Hello, very good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. And today, at the time of recording, the channel is sitting at 60,012 subscribers. So we did it, fellas. We got over the 60,000 subscriber mark, and I am eternally grateful to you guys for doing that. It's because of you guys that I'm able to do this, pretty much as a second job and more than just a hobby. And I'm able to create regular content concerning Wood Warships and the other stuff that we cover here on the channel. That's awesome. I really didn't see this getting this far. When I started doing this, I thought, we might get 20,000, 30,000 subscribers, but here we are, like 5 years later with double that amount of subscribers on the channel, which is awesome. And again, I cannot thank you guys enough for that. But I can thank you guys in one way, and that's, of course, with what I mentioned when we were getting pretty close to 60K, and that's with, giving away some premium ships. So like with all of our milestone celebrations, we will be doing a premium ship giveaway here on the channel. If you've entered these in the past, works a pretty similar way. So what you want to do is on this video, since it's in the title, this is going to be the video where you will enter into the giveaway. All you got to do is, one, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because obviously the subscriber giveaway celebration is going to be one that's, going to a subscriber, right? So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and then in the comments down below, there'll be a pinned comment down there where I will give an example of how to format your comment. But all you have to do is put, your in-game username, your server, and then some type of witty or funny comment. It really won't matter how funny your comment is, because a bot picks the comments anyway that win. But just something that it makes the comment section a little more entertaining, rather than just a bunch of people spamming their in-game usernames or anything like that down below. So once you do that and make sure you're subscribed, you are in the giveaway. So the entry for the giveaway will be open basically from this Wednesday through next Wednesday. And then after that, that's when we're going to start picking comments for the giveaway. Can you enter after that? Sure, you can enter after that, but of course, again, from this Wednesday to that Wednesday, that's basically the open application part, and then from Thursday through next Thursday, that's when we're going to be giving away a premium ship a day from them. So if you want your best chances, obviously you want to get in before ships start being given away. Is it just ships being given away, or what ships are being given away? Well, anything that's in the premium shop that I can gift to you through Wargaming's premium shop. So if you want a tier 2 premium ship, that's cool. You want a tier 9 premium ship, again, if it's one that I can purchase in the premium shop and not something that's been removed, like the Missouri, yeah, if you want $70 worth of doubloons, because that's what tier 9s go for, tier 9 premium ships go for, yeah, I can give you $70 worth of doubloons. So yeah, anything in the premium shop, tier 1 to tier 9, that I can purchase for you, or the equivalency of doubloons, you can have. So that's how it goes. Again, they have to be things that can be purchased in the premium shop. Obviously, I can't give you like a Missouri or a Musashi or a Smolensk, unfortunately, right? So again, anything tier 1 to tier 9 that I can pick up in the premium shop and gift to you, that can be yours. Or again, the doubloon values, I guess if you want like Black Friday containers, if they're still available, $70 worth of them, that can be done too, right? But anyway, that's how the giveaway is going to go. If you're curious about who won, usually I will post the receipt from the premium shop in the community tab on the channel. So if you're wondering, hey, did this person win, or did I win, or whatever, you can check out the community tab there to see what they got, who won, and all of that jazz. Oh, if you are selected, make sure you've got your YouTube notifications on, because if you are selected by the bot to win, I will like your comment. That's the little heart icon that should send a notification back to your YouTube app or your YouTube homepage or wherever. So make sure you got your notifications turned on. You check your notifications, and then from there we'll get in touch and get to verifying that you are whom you say you are, and we will take it from there. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for 60,000 subscribers. I really cannot thank you guys enough for it. Again, make sure you get into the giveaway so you get a chance of getting one of these premium ships. because we won't be doing it again until we get to 70,000 subscribers, which, who knows, that may be sooner than anticipated. So, on to the subject matter of today's video. I should have mentioned this at the start. There will be chapters if you don't care about the giveaway, but I imagine most of you do care about that. But anyway, the other thing I was going to talk about today, besides, well, even if the giveaway didn't happen today and we didn't cross 60k until tomorrow, is well, there's a particular premium ship that was insanely popular for a very long time after her initial release, which seems to have kind of just disappeared from the game. I mean, I still see them every now and then, but nowhere near what how often I saw her back when she was first released and her re-release, and that is, well, the Rhode Island, fellas, the American premium battleship. So if you were around when Rhode Island was first released, this thing was friggin' everywhere. I mean, there are matches with like 8 of them in game, which is absolutely insane. I'm sure most of you that were playing around her initial release do remember that. So the Tier 10 American, well, not really premium battleship, special battleship, right? Man, January of this year was when she was first released in the random bundle thing in the armory. And that was one thing that really shocked me, is that many players gambled in order to pick her up in that event. Because, again, she was everywhere. And then, of course, time went on and they sold her directly in the armory, I believe, for the 4th of July event, and that wasn't that long ago. But now she's kind of, well, not that popular anymore, at least in the North American server, which is very odd for me, because the Rhode Island is essentially a turbocharged Florida. She has the 12 14-inch guns. The hull is a little bit better armored. She's got the engine boost. They basically did what I thought they might do to the Florida in order to make her like a tier 9 premium, large cruiser, something along the lines with the gear. But of course, they slot her into the battleship slot. And what's cool about the Rhode Island is that there's a couple of builds you can put on her, and she'll do pretty well with either of them. You can put a secondary build on the Rhode Island because she does have those improved American secondaries. So you can be zipping and zooming around with your Rhode Island with the secondaries, being like an aggressive secondary American battleship, which is what I tried originally. And it kind of worked, especially when you're top tier. There's no super ships, right? Using the maneuverability and the speed of the Rhode Island to catch, cruisers and destroyers off guard and run down destroyers too. Or you can go with a main battery build, which is what I have on my Rhode Island right now. And I find that to be a lot more viable of a build in today's World of Warships. Mainly because, the guns are, pretty dang good when you build into them. They're good at medium range. They're really good at close range when you do get a little aggressive and push up. And especially with 12 14-inch guns with pretty decent HE. I mean, I have absolutely murdered many a destroyer with the Rhode Island with just the guns. Especially when you build into the guns with the reload time and you count on top of that adrenaline rush. If you have someone like Halsey, so if you get like a good bit of adrenaline rush going, you get pop Halsey's Confederate skill, which really isn't hard to do in the Rhode Island with her main battery guns. You'll have like a 16-second reload on 12 14-inch guns, which is kind of cracked, right? So you've got all that going for you on a ship that's basically really a cruiser disguised as a battleship, right? Because the armor is not very good at all. If you get caught broadside, you're going to get clapped. If you get punched through the nose or the stern, which is very easy to do given the thin armor of the Rhode Island, you're going to lose a lot of HP. So when you run to something with some actual sizable battleship caliber guns, which isn't hard to do at tier 10, right, like we were talking about in yesterday's video, yeah, there's a little bit of that pushback there, but you use the ship's good speed and maneuverability and concealment all together to stay on the move and stay, basically as a very squirrely, HE spammy, super large cruiser, if you will. Which, that is one of the reasons why she was so popular. You could play her as a cruiser, you could play her as a, secondary focused battleship, I guess, battle cruise, I guess you could say. So what happened? Well, what happened with the Rhode Island is what I think happens with every ship eventually. It comes out, it's the hot new thing on the block because it's kind of crazy. A 12 14-inch guns on a tier 10 battleship. It's kind of crazy at tier 10 with the maneuverability and the secondaries and the speed and the concealment that the Rhode Island has going for it, and the radar. This is a battleship that has 9-kilometer radar. That's crazy to have all of this on a battleship in this configuration. And because of that, when you played it right, she was very strong. And, it's an American battleship too, so naturally in the North American server, she was popular just for that right there. But the same thing happens as what happens with everything in this game. It comes out, it's really hot for a couple of weeks or like a month or so, and then it fades. And you run into them every now and then, but players go back to playing what they normally play, or the class or the ship line that they main. They go back to it. Just like with what's going to happen with the Pan American battleships. They are incredibly hot right now because of their secondaries, their maneuverability, their acceleration, right? They are so hot because of that, and because of their funny F button, especially if you have Joaquim, right? The unique Pan American commander. They're the it thing right now. But guess what? In a couple of, I wouldn't say a couple of weeks, probably a couple of months, especially since they just released for, normal a normal grind rather than having to throw your wallet at the early access event, they'll fade. Yeah, you'll see a Libertad every now and then. They'll probably be more popular, especially when like Brawls or Ranked is in, right? And at, one of those tiers where you can take one of them. Yeah, they'll be there for that, but it'll fade just like everything else does. So while this was a look back at the Rhode Island and a discussion about the Rhode Islands, I guess it's also, a kind of a PSA about the Libertad line right now. Because, yeah, they're crazy, they're cracked, but they're going to fade, just like the Rhode Island did. If you weren't here, I'm sure, well, most of you that are watching right now have probably been at the game for a long time, but just think back to when the Rhode Island came out, how she was everywhere, and now she's not. I run into one, every now and then, not too often. I don't exactly keep a tally of how many Rhode Islands I run into, but again, those of you that were around when she first came out at the beginning of the year, she was every friggin' where, right? Again, half of the battleships of one team would be Rhode Islands, right? So, yeah, everything fades with time. Everything goes back to being, fairly normal-ish, I guess you could say, for the current higher tier meta, right? But guys, it's my 2 cents on the Rhode Island and a PSA about the 60K giveaway. So again, thank you guys so much for that. Make sure you're into the giveaway. If you did like the video, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, all of that jazz. Hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday, wonderful rest of your week. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.